Good morning, students. Good morning, all of you. Okay, now we are learning twofold effect of a transaction. Okay, so in this video, we are going to discuss about deciding name of account. Okay, now twofold effect, you already know, student. You know all the rules. You know all the three rules. Okay, so you can easily decide effect number one and effect number 2. There is no problem. But student, today in this video we are going to learn a new topic, that is deciding the name of account. Okay, so when you write effect, you have to also tell that which account is involved in the effect. Okay, and that is very easy. With some little efforts we can easily learn. Okay, so here we go, student. Okay, now let's take one simple example. Example number 1. Paid wages of rupees 1000 by cash. Okay, now student, you can see that effect is very easy. Okay, so effect number 1 and 2 first we will write. Effect number 1 is very simple. Student, this is an example of expense. So wages is our expense, isn't it? Wages is the expense. And we are paying cash. So in effect number 2 we can write cash goes out. Okay, so this is effect number 1 and effect number 2. Okay, this is we have already learned. Clear, student? Whatever is on the screen you have already learned. That is not the new thing. But so now we have to add one more thing into this. Earlier, what was there, student? We used to write only effect, that wages is the expense. Okay, that's all. Or cash goes out. But now, student, you have to tell the name of account. Okay. So in the first sentence, you can see that wages is the expense. Okay, so what is the first word in this sentence? Wages. Okay, so wages is a nominal account, student. Clear? It is an expense. Debit all expenses and losses. Okay, so we can say that name of account in first effect is wages. Okay, and in what about effect number 2? So in effect number 2, cash goes out. Okay, so what is the main word in this sentence? Cash goes out. Cash is a main word. Okay, so we can say that name of account is a cash account. In most of the cases, the main word becomes the name of account. Okay, so we can write like this one. Wages is the expense, therefore wages account. Into bracket we can write amount, but I have not written amount here, but you can write. And effect number 2, cash goes out. So what is the main word of this sentence, student? Yes, cash. Okay, so name of account in this sentence is cash. Okay, this is the new topic, student. Okay, so now onward, if in exam, if in test I say that write twofold effect, then you have to write in simple way. But if I ask like this, that write twofold effect and also mention name of account, then you have to write this way, student. Clear? Effect also you have to write and the name of account you have to write. So name of account decide કરવું બહુ easy છે. Wages is the expense. તો એમાં મેઇન વર્ડ વેજીસ છે સ્ટુડન્ટ, એટલે નેમ ઓફ અકાઉન્ટમાં આપણે વેજીસ લખશું. એવી રીતે કેશ ગોઝ આઉટમાં કેશ અકાઉન્ટ ઉપર ઇફેક્ટ થાય છે સ્ટુડન્ટ. ઓકે, તો એમાં નેમ ઓફ અકાઉન્ટ થઈ જશે કેશ અકાઉન્ટ. ઓકે સ્ટુડન્ટ, આપણે જર્નલ એન્ટ્રી જ્યારે કરીએ, જર્નલ બનાવીએ, તો એમાં આખી ઇફેક્ટ કોઈ નથી લખતું અત્યારે. વેજીસ ઇઝ ધ એક્સપેન્સ એવું આખું ન લખે, ખાલી નેમ ઓફ અકાઉન્ટ હોય ને એ જ હવે મેન્શન કરવાનું, એટલે આપણો ટાઈમ બચી જાય. બરાબર? જર્નલ એન્ટ્રી આપણે જ્યારે આગળ શીખશું તો એમાં બી ટુ-ફોલ્ડ ઇફેક્ટ જ આવશે, પણ પ્રોબ્લેમ શું છે કે આખી ઇફેક્ટ નથી લખવાની તમારે. ફ્યુચરમાં એવું થશે કે કોઈ પણ ટ્રાન્ઝેક્શન આવે ને એટલે તમારે નેમ ઓફ અકાઉન્ટ જ લખવાના રહેશે આગળ. ચાલો, લેટ્સ ટેક વન મોર એક્ઝામ્પલ સ્ટુડન્ટ. નંબર 2, paid rent of 1000 by check. Okay, I repeat, paid rent of rupees 1000 by check. Now this is very simple, student. Rent is an expense. Okay, so effect number 1, You already know, student, rent is the expense. And we are giving check. Okay, so whenever we give check, bank becomes the giver. Okay, so effect number one is like this. Rent is the expense. And effect number two, bank is the giver. Okay, now it's time to decide the name of account, student. Student, what do you think? Which name? What is the main word in the first effect? Yes, rent. Rent is the main word in first effect. So name of account in effect number one will be rent account. And in second effect, name of account will be bank. Okay, so bank account or rent account and bank account. Okay, student. So I am sure, student, that this is very clear in your mind. Rent is the expense, so rent account, and bank is the giver, so bank account. Okay, so it is not very difficult to decide the name of account. First, you have to write the effect, and the main word in the effect that becomes your name of account. For example, suppose there is a entry like this: furniture comes in. Okay, so what is the main word in that sentence? Furniture. Okay, so that we have to write furniture account. If computer comes in, then we have to write computer account. If machine comes in, then we have to write machine account. Okay. If vehicle comes in, then we can write vehicle accounts. Okay, so name of account is not that difficult. Okay, now student, one more thing, that name of account is not that easy. Clear? It means in some transaction we have to be careful, particularly in transactions related to goods. Okay. એટલે બધામાં એવું નથી હોતું સ્ટુડન્ટ કે જે પહેલો વર્ડ હોય એ જ નેમ ઓફ અકાઉન્ટ થઈ જાય, બરાબર. સપોઝ ગુડ્સ કમ્સ ઇન હોય તો એમાં આપણે ગુડ્સ અકાઉન્ટ નથી લખવાનું. ઓકે, તો જે ગુડ્સ રિલેટેડ ટ્રાન્ઝેક્શન્સ છે ને સ્ટુડન્ટ, ટ્રાન્ઝેક્શન્સ રિલેટેડ ટુ ગુડ્સ, એમાં નેમ ઓફ અકાઉન્ટમાં થોડુંક ધ્યાન રાખવાનું. કઈ રીતે? જો એ નીચે મેં થોડાક એક્ઝામ્પલ લખ્યા છે સ્ટુડન્ટ. When we buy the goods, okay, so when you buy the goods, what will be effect number one, student? Suppose you buy the goods, then effect number one is very simple, that goods comes in, isn't it? Goods comes in is your effect number one, but you cannot write in that goods account. Clear? But instead of that, you should write purchase account. Okay, so purchase word is used only for goods. We have seen already in the definition that purchase word is used only for goods. Okay, so when we buy the goods, name of account will be purchase account. Okay, and when we return the goods, okay, now what is the return of goods? Suppose we have purchased goods, but that goods are not in good condition, then we can return it. Okay, so if we return, it becomes purchase return. Okay, so when you return the goods, your effect number two will be goods goes out. But you cannot write goods account, then you should write purchase return account. Okay, and so for sales, when you sell the goods, you have to write sales account. In that, you cannot write goods account. And when your customer returns the goods to you, for that purpose, there is a word sales return. If sold goods are returned by customer, it is known as sales return. Okay, so purchase, purchase return, sales, sales return. Okay, these are four words which we have to remember. Okay, now let's take some example of those words to make it more clear. Here we go. Okay, one more thing, student. Transactions related to honor. There are also transactions related to honor. Suppose if honor is withdrawing anything, student, from business, then what will be effect number one? Effect number one will be like this: honor is the receiver. But student, in that we cannot write honor account. If honor is the receiver, then the first word is honor, but we cannot write honor account. Instead of that, we will write drawings account. And if honor is the giver, in that also we cannot write honor account, but instead of honor, we can write capital account. Okay, so drawings and capital are used instead of honor. If honor is the receiver, then you will write name of account as a drawing account, and if owner is the giver, then the name of account will be capital account. Okay. Let's take some examples. First, let's start with goods related examples. Okay. Purchase goods of 5600 from Ajay. Student, this is very simple transactions. Purchased goods of 5600 from Ajay. Okay, so what will be effect number one, student? Effect number one is goods comes in. Yes, good. Goods comes in, and effect number two is here name of person is given, student, and the word cash or check is not given, so obviously it is a credit transaction. So we can write like this: goods comes in, and Ajay is the giver. Okay, now this is, you already know, student. This is not a new thing for us. This we have done so many times. But the problem is about name of account. Okay, so let's decide name of account now. See effect number one. What is effect number one? Goods comes in. Okay, but here you cannot write goods account, student. Clear? Instead of goods, if we are buying goods, I told you which word you should use. Purchase. Yes. Okay, so goods comes in. So you cannot write goods account, but instead of goods, you should write purchase account. In effect number two, it is same. Ajay is the giver. So name of account is Ajay account. Okay, so name of account is like this. Effect number one, purchase account, because we are buying goods. And effect number two, Ajay account, because Ajay is the giver. Okay, so purchase account and Ajay account. Okay, one more transaction, student. This time we are selling the goods. Sold goods of 5,000 to Vijay. Okay, we are selling goods to Vijay, student. Okay, so effect number one is very simple. Vijay is the receiver. Yes, Vijay is the receiver. And goods goes out. Yes, that is correct, student. Vijay is the receiver and goods goes out. Okay, so here it is on your screen, student. But what about name of account? Yes, let's decide for effect number one. It is easy. Vijay is the receiver. So what is the main word? Vijay. Okay, so name of account is Vijay. But in effect number two, goods goes out. So we cannot write goods account, because why goods goes out? Because we are selling it. And whenever we sell the goods, the name of account is sales account. Okay. So name of account, student, it is written here. You can understand Vijay account and sales account. Okay. Okay, next transaction is related to owner, student. Okay, so in this transaction we will discuss about owner. I already told you, student, if owner is the receiver, then we can write drawings account, and if owner is the giver, then we can write capital account. Here transaction is like this: started business with cash. Okay, so effect number one, cash comes in, isn't it? Effect number one, cash comes in. And effect number two, who is the giver, student? Who starts the business? Yes, owner. Owner starts the business. Okay, so effect number one, cash comes in. And effect number two, owner is the giver. Okay, so name of account now we have to write. So in effect number one, it is very simple. Cash comes in, so cash account. That is simple. But if in effect number two, owner is the giver, but we cannot write owner account. If owner is the giver, it is known as capital. Remember the definition of capital, student. Cash, goods or assets brought into the business by the owner is known as capital. So in effect number two, name of account will be capital account. Yes, so cash account and capital account. Cash account in effect number one and capital account in effect number two. Okay, one more transaction, student. Withdrawn 6,400 for personal use. Okay, now student, you already know that if owner withdraws something from business, then he is the receiver. So effect number one is very clear, owner is the receiver. And effect number two, Now it is written that withdrawn. What he has withdrawn, that is not mentioned. So if nothing is mentioned, then we have to assume that he has withdrawn cash. Cash goes out. Okay, so effect number 1 is like this. Owner is the receiver, and effect number 2, cash goes out. Okay, now what about name of account? So name of account is like this. Whenever owner is the receiver, name of account is drawings account. Okay, so drawings account, we cannot write owner account. So clear? So if owner is the receiver, we should write drawings account, and if cash goes out, we can write cash account. Okay, one more transaction, student, on your screen. It is simple one. Purchase furniture from Mr. X. Okay, now in this transaction, name of person is already given. Okay, Mr. X, and there is no word like cash or check, so obviously it is a credit transaction. So effect number 1, we are buying furniture, so debit. What comes in? What comes in, student? Furniture. Yes, so effect number 1, furniture comes in, and effect number 2, Mr. X is the giver. Okay, and name of account is also very simple. Furniture comes in. So what is the main word in this sentence? Furniture. Yes. So here we can use furniture account. And in effect number 2, Mr. X account. Yes. So name of accounts are furniture account and Mr. X account. Okay, students, so I am sure you have understood all the transactions. So deciding name of account is not very difficult. Clear? It is mostly used in next chapters. Clear? Okay, so twofold effect is very clear in your mind, and name of account is very easy. I am sure you will remember it. Okay, take care, student.